It feels so good to be back. It feels so good to be back. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Seyi, and this is the Daily Seyi. On this channel, my goal is to help you look good and feel seen. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in and being a real one. Thank you so much for being so patient with me. You know, life has been lifing. I am trying to just move through it and just accept what is as it is and change what I can. And whatever I can't change, I just gotta accept or just know that God is working it and working it out, and in his due time, things will work itself out. I've already kind of talked about it in another video, but just know that, you know, I'm still here, still hanging, still surviving, trying to thrive and not just survive. I am here bringing y'all a summer outfit video. We got 6 summer outfits because we're still in the heat of summer, okay? We still got some summer days left, and if you live in LA, you know that summer basically lasts until October, sometimes even November. So I want to share with you guys 6 summer outfits that you can put together, and I am so grateful that Quince sent over some pieces for me to feature in this lookbook today. Shout out to them because I had my eyes on some of their pieces and they reached out at the perfect time. Quince is a brand that is redefining what it means to have access to those, you know, high quality materials at a price point that feels attainable and that still looks like the luxury that you want. They aren't just fashion as well, which is actually news to me. They also do home goods and wellness. I love that they have their hands in like little pots. Without further ado, if you would like to see these 6 summer outfits, then just continue watching. Look number 1. This is a look that I feel like can work for a variety of different summer occasions. If you want to be elevated, if you want to be chic but you still want to be comfortable, the skirt is from Quince and it is their satin mini skirt. I need a good skirt in my closet because number 1, I actually don't have that many mini skirts. When the sun is out, the legs are out. And I have a satin maxi skirt, I have a satin midi skirt, but I didn't have a mini skirt. So this is kind of rounding out that trifecta. What I love about the skirt is that it is a little bit more A-line. And I am a straight body type, and so on me, A-line silhouettes really do work well. It fills out my bottom half and balances it to my upper half. With the satin maxi skirt, you do have that movement. It just feels more flowy, but can also easily transition into the fall. This is something that I can definitely wear in the fall with the proper layers and the proper boots and whatnot. And I decided to go with navy blue because veering away from black, I do like the color black, but I also like color, and I'm just trying to be more intentional about being and incorporating and wearing more color, even if it's subtle, you know? And when I got this skirt, I knew that I was gonna pair it with this top. The button up is from Seyi and I, and it is their oversized kind of boxy fit. I love kind of just wearing it as it is, not tucking it in, but for the skirt look, I want to tuck it in just to kind of give the skirt more of the attention. Definitely give it nautical vibes, especially with the silver accessories. I'm not mad at it though. I'm not mad at it. The bag is from Shop Chloe Mod House, one of my favorites. Black-owned, woman-owned, founded, and led brand. It is kind of like a play on a scripture passage, which I do love. Always get compliments when I wear this bag because people love the fact that it says speak life. My sandals are from Naturalizer. When I say these are probably one of the most comfortable sandals I have worn ever. Sandals like this have a tendency to have 0 arch support, and as cute as they can be, they can make your feet hurt, especially if you have very flat feet or if you have plantar fasciitis. But these actually have some cushioning on them, and as somebody who is currently training for a half marathon, yay! I can use all the extra arch support these days because, yeah, I'm putting my body to the test, and my ankles and my shins are feeling it. I have my silver earrings. These are from Anthropology. And then for my bracelets, left hand, the one is from Chloe Mod House. It's a chain link bracelet that also has a scripture on it. And then my right hand is my Mabata bracelet, which I also love. I've had this for a minute. This is look number 1. What do we think? What do we think? All right, let's get into look number 2. All right, we have look number 2. This is an outfit I've been thinking about wearing, I've been wanting to wear, and I was just waiting for the final piece to come in, this Quince linen tube top. Now, I am a little more privy to a tube top just because I just feel like it's so freeing. I do have more broad shoulders, and so I feel like a tube top kind of accentuates that a little bit. But what I really love about this one are a couple things. The fact that it's linen. Linen in the summer is a quintessential, but it also has like this elastic band in the back, kind of like that shearing. And I know some people sometimes don't really love that. For me, who has a more wide back, I personally do, because there have been instances where tops will fit like in my midsection, but as soon as I try to get it to where my traps are in my back, it's a struggle. Like the zipper is like, girl, we can't go no more. I know people have their qualms with shearing, but personally for me, I think that it's a great alternative to kind of like struggling with a top. And this is one of those tops that can easily slip on and off, which I do like. I like ease when it comes to wearing everyday looks. Quickly put it on and still feel really comfortable and still feel like I can go on about my day. A top like this is great. elongate. Now it does hit on me an inch or so below my belly button. I do have a shorter torso, so if your torso is a little bit longer, this will be a little bit more cropped on you. And I decided to pair it with these jorts. I have been wearing these jorts nonstop. Abercrombie really did their big one with these. They are in this dark wash, and I do like that these kind of fit a bit more relaxed on me. They're kind of sitting mid-waist, which again, for my body type, works really well. If you want to wear jorts, I would say opt for a sandal that's open, as in one that does not have an ankle strap. It will elongate your legs. These are actually things that I talk about in a style guide that I created, and I will link that below if you're interested in learning more about just getting dressed for your body type, proportion, dressing, outfit combos, the key staples you need in your wardrobe. I would highly recommend you go ahead and check that out. Yeah, shameless plug, shameless plug, shameless plug. These are from Dr. Scholl's. Dr. Scholl's has some really comfortable shoes. This is a kitten heel, but they still give a little something. If you don't want to go for a flat, but you don't want to go for a high heel, I'm part of the Kitten Heel Warrior Club. I love a good kitten heel. You just have to know how to style it and how to dress it up. For my accessories, I went with green. I wanted to have a pop of color since this look is kind of neutral leaning. So this bag is from Brahmin. This nice like croc embossed lime green metallic foil bag. A statement piece, if you will. Wearing it as a top handle, it does come with the crossbody, and I wanted to highlight the green, so I went with some green earrings, these like green little hoop earrings, and then my sunglasses. These are from Covery. They are an Asian owned, woman owned eyewear brand. These ones are a new pair from their, I think their Tokyo Times collection. And then for jewelry, I kept it pretty simple with gold, but I did go ahead with a more chunkier necklace. My whole neck is exposed, so I needed something just to balance it out just a little bit. Bracelet is a gold little Cartier dupe from Disney, and then I decided to go for an arm cuff. I felt like my arms just needed a little something more. This is look number 2. What do we think? What do we think? I love it. All right, let's go into look number 3. Here we have look number 3. Now this is definitely a little bit more sleek, kind of nighttime, evening vibes, and the dress is from Quince, and it is their cashmere knit midi dress. I'm pretty sure they might still have it in black, but if not, they do have a variety of different colors. I know I went on that whole spiel about not wearing more black, but I wanted a more fitted black midi dress. I love the ribbed sort of action on this, and as you can tell, it is a true midi, so it does hit like right before my ankle. I love a good high neck number. For me, it elongates my upper half. It is more knit. I would say this can work for like evening time when the weather cools down a bit, or for like late summer, early fall. It's so simple, and sometimes the simplest things make the biggest statements, but also the simplest things work with things that make a big statement. So let's get into my accessories. For my shoes, I have these heeled sandals. They are from Staud. I was very close to giving them away because I was like, I'm not wearing these, but then I was like, Shay, well, you're not wearing them because you low-key forgot about them. I like that the strap in the back sort of goes around the ankle versus in front of the ankle. It's a double strap, thin strap, and there's a square toe. And I love this kind of hunter green. I brought in my Staud bucket bag. I actually bought these 2 items on the same day, and I bought this bag because it matched the shoe. The shoe has these like brown buckles, and obviously this bag is brown. I get a lot of compliments on this bag. Every time I wear it, people are like, what is that? And I'm like, it's a bag. And then the scarf, I wanted to add a little flair to the bag, but also tie in that green. And this scarf is from Doves of Dawn, another black owned, women owned, founded and led brand. They make the most stunning scarves. The tones play well with this bag. Obviously they pay well with the shoe. I have my teardrop earrings, these silver teardrop earrings. You can find teardrop silver earrings anywhere. And then I have this watch that's actually from my mom, a keepsake that I will be holding on to forever. I'm wearing Loewe sunglasses. These are a go-to, a favorite. I've talked about these so much on my channel now, so if you're not familiar, one of my favorites, quite literally works for everything. And this is the final look. What do we think? What do we think? All right, let's get into look number 4. Here we have look number 4. This is one that to me just screams like summer. Very laid back, very casual, but still chic. First, we have these shorts, and the shorts are from Quince, and they are in this really fun blue color. I don't know what it is, but blue has been having my little heart lately. They are kind of like your traditional drawstring shorts, elastic waistband, a drawstring to tighten it or loosen it as you wish. And on me, they fit really nicely. They don't feel like they're tugging at my waist. They aren't digging at my waist either. I actually did go a size up purposely on these because I wanted it to be not baggy per se, but I did want it to be a little bit more oversized oversized and a bit more relaxed. I felt like they might have been a little fitted if I went with my original size, and that's mainly because I have thicker thighs. I would say if you have thicker thighs, definitely go a size up. If you don't, you probably will be fine with your normal size. For the top, I decided to go for this one from Verge Girl, and this is another piece that I have been wearing so much this summer unexpectedly. It goes with everything. To me at this point, this is like a basic in my wardrobe because I've worn it with jeans, I've worn it with shorts, I've worn it with skirts. It literally works for a variety of different things. It has these nice little knots in the middle so you can tie them, you can loosen them as you wish. I have 2 of them tied and then the top one untied just to give sort of like a more relaxed vibe. For my shoes, I went with these Dr. Scholl's original sandals. These are their original sandals. It's not the exact same blue as the shorts, but they're in the same shade and tone family. These are both cool tone blues, and so they work really well together. They have like the slightest platform and they do curve to my personal foot. I do have an arch in my foot. Now, if you do not have an arch, these might be a little uncomfortable, I will admit, because the sole is essentially wood. And I decided to go for a pop of color. So I decided to go for pink. Pink and blue, match made in heaven. And I went with a more hot pink. I didn't want to go for a pastel because I felt like that would have modeled with the pastelness of the whole outfit. I needed something that literally popped out, and this bag does just that. These woven handbags, like these Bottega dupes, are everywhere on the market. Literally just type in, you will find it. I promise you, they're everywhere. And then to just tie that in, I went in with some earrings that actually have pink in them. It's subtle. They're enough to know that it is coordinated. These are probably things that nobody else would notice, but I know it's there. It's little things, just little things that kind of tie in the look together. For my bracelet, I just have my Jenny Bird, my usual Jenny Bird bracelet. My sunglasses, they are from Covry as well. One of my favorite pairs because I love this sort of like elongated oval shape on my face shape. I wanted to go with cream to play off of the cream of this top. And that is the look, y'all. What do we think? What do we think? Let's get into look number 5. We are on to look number 5. And this is a look that can work for a dinner, vacation even, brunch, church. And I wanted to make sure to include something that had the variety to work for basically everything and anything. This Kent high neck top, basically the same exact material style as that high neck dress. It fits just right. I got a size large. It's not like too snug. It actually does have a good amount of stretch to it. Even though it's not too tight, it's also not too loose. It just works well with these oversized pants. I went with more of a neutral just because this is something that I know I can wear with a variety of different items in my wardrobe. I just like this oatmeal color. Like, it's neutral, but it has a little bit more depth to it. And I like the warmness of it because it plays really well with the warm tones of these pants. And these pants are actually the sister to the top I just wore in look number 4. I love the set together. I love like an oversized, but because that top is a little bit more shorter and boxy, I like this pant with a more fitted top or a more exaggerated oversized top, like a really exaggerated oversized button up that I have. I love how relaxed these pants are. They have a lot of room. I love how long they are as well. I am wearing some heels with these. The pant is so lightweight. Now for accessories, I kept everything brown. So I have my brown mango sandals, my square toe thong heel sandals that I've had for so long now. They have lasted me a really long time though. So I'm going to walk with them till the wheels fall off. The wheels fall off being the straps completely come off. And then I brought back my styled bucket bag because this matches perfectly with the heels. My sunglasses, these are from I Buy Direct. As you can see, I have a preference for my elongated sunglasses. These are more of a thinner pair. And then I went with some jumbo teardrop earrings for my necklace. It's just a little chain link necklace just to tie it all in, give my neck a little action. That is look number 5. What do we think? What do we think? I love it, obviously. Now on to look number 6. Last but certainly not the least, look number 6. This maxi was the first thing I chose. The very first thing I was like, yeah, gimme. So good. I already talked about my affinity to a tube top. I love how it accentuates my shoulders, but kind of has like a slight kind of like downward curve because of the style of the dress. It's highlighting my shoulders in the absolute best way possible. I'm not wearing a bra with this. It's actually pretty fitted in the bust region. So even if you don't wear a bra, this will still keep the girls intact and you won't feel like you're just like kind of like swinging everywhere. And that is the other reason why I love this. It has this nice A-line flow throughout. It is in this like bluish chambray. It is lined throughout. So there is lining underneath the dress. So it does have a little bit more weight to it. Not too heavy though. It's not super heavy. It also is vertically lined. Vertical lines help to elongate. I have a shorter torso. So these long lines sort of help to elongate elongate my upper half. Because it's fitted at the bodice and it kind of like fitted throughout, it sort of like juts out right at the perfect point on me, accentuates and just falls nicely over my hips. This is a maxi. So I am 5'8" for reference, and I am wearing those same heels from look 5, but without heels, yeah, this is basically almost to the ground, but it's actually not dragging on the ground. Oh, she has pockets. On both sides. Very convenient. They're pretty hidden to me. I styled it with the mango heels because the dress is really the star of the show, so I want to keep the heels simple, but I did go with my Jacquemus bag because I wanted to bring out the white lines in the dress. I always bring it out in the summertime. I don't really wear this in the fall winter just because it's stark white, and I prefer to go for more creams or like warmer whites in the fall winter, but when it's summer, I like stark white. I think that it works perfectly. I also chose this because it sort of kind of looks like the dress. This bag has like that A-line feature. The dress has an A-line feature. Subtle details that probably nobody else would notice, but help to tie the look together fully. My earrings, they have like some marbling to them. Again, just bringing out that white and highlighting it a little bit more. And I have a gold cuff bracelet, and then my necklace is also gold with a little pearl detail. My sunglasses, these are Desi's 2000. I wanted to keep my sunglasses pretty neutral. I love the Desis because they have like this sort of gradient effect and they're very simple. I love these. These are one of my favorite pair of sunglasses ever. And I know I was just talking about how I like elongated sunglasses, but these are a pair of non-elongated ones that work really well for my face shape. That's the final look. What do we think? What do we think? I love all the pieces that I received from Quince. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope that you got some inspiration from these looks. I'm happy to be back. And as always, I'm gonna catch y'all in my next video. Until next time, bye.